Lord Jagannath. Children's story. During Satya Yuga, there lived a devotee king named Indradyumna. He was born in the Malwa family line. His constant wish was to see Lord Vishnu. A Brahmin visited him once and told him about Nilachala, a sacred place. As per the Brahmin's further information, a beautiful deity of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Nilamadava was being worshipped on top of Nilachala, the Blue Mountain. It was surrounded by a thick forest, and whoever took darshan of this deity got liberated. Hearing this, the king became very happy. From a group of his best men, he selected a Brahmin named Vidyapati and ordered him to explore Nilachala to gather more information about Nilamadava. Vidyapati was excited and happy. He was so deep in thoughts of Lord Vishnu that he was neither hungry nor thirsty throughout his journey to Nilachala. After crossing river Mahanadi, Vidyapati met a Sabar, a tribal named Vishwavasu, who was returning home after worshipping Nilamadava. Vishwavasu smelled divine and this surprised Vidyapati. The Sabar talked to Vidyapati and found out more about him. Later, Vishwavasu invited the Brahmin to his place and offered him prasad. However, Vidyapati did not want to eat anything before he saw Lord Nilamadava. First, Vishwavasu hesitated to show the place to Vidyapati. After repeated requests, the Sabar finally led Vidyapati into a dark forest and toward the mountain top. After a long night walk, they reached the Nilachala Dham at dawn. The deity of the Lord sat on a throne in a grove. Vidyapati rushed up to the deity in joy and offered obeisances. He prayed for Nilamadava's mercy and was thankful for the opportunity to have his darshan. Then they returned to Vishwavasu's house, where Vidyapati was offered many types of prasad. The Brahmin was surprised to see such rich prasad and wanted to know where Vishwavasu got it all from. Vishwavasu then explained that the rich bhoga was offered to Nila Madhava by demigods headed by Indra, who visited Nilachala Dham every day. A few days before leaving, Vidyapati expressed King Indradyumna's wish to build a beautiful temple for Lord Vishnu. Throughout his return journey, Vidyapati thought of Lord Nilamadava. On returning, Vidyapati gave King Indradyumna a fresh garland prasad from Sri Nilamadava. The king became jubilant after receiving it and prayed to Lord Vishnu. All the people there relished the sight of the king, thus expressing his pure love for Lord Vishnu. Vidyapati then told the king about his entire journey and described the beautiful appearance of Nilamadava seated on Ananta Shesha along with his eternal consort Lakshmi. As Vidyapati was sharing his experiences with the king, Narada Muni, the dearest devotee of Lord Vishnu, arrived. Seeing him, Indradyumna became happy and welcomed him with great respect. Narada Muni was happy with the king's hospitality and blessed him. The king told Narada Muni that he wished to build a great temple for Lord Nilamadava and requested his help. He also requested the sage to give him more information about Sri Nilamadava. On an auspicious day, King Indradyumna set out for Nilachala Dham with Narada Muni and several others. When they reached it, the king and the others were shocked to see that deity had disappeared, leaving only a heap of gold sand behind. So the king became very sad. Just then, a divine voice from above said that the king would get the Lord's darshan but in a different form. Narada Muni instructed Indradyumna to perform 1,000 Ashwamedha fire sacrifices. The king performed the sacrifices and built a grand temple for the Lord. After the yajnas were over, it was revealed to the king that Lord Vishnu would appear in the form of Daru, that is sacred log, or Daru Brahman, or the ocean. The sacred log with the markings of a disc, a conch, a lotus, and a club appeared on the ocean. But the question was, who could carve the deities? The biggest carpenters were engaged, but their tools kept breaking as they tried to carve. This worried the king and he prayed for a solution. He then heard a voice that said, "An old carpenter will carve the Daru Brahman." One fine day, an old carpenter did come. He promised to finish the work in 21 days. But then the carpenter agreed to work on condition that he would work in a closed room, that he would stop carving and leave if anyone opened the door before 21 days was over. He also warned the king that whoever tried to see him carving would become blind. These conditions were accepted and the carpenter began carving. Everyone could hear the sound of carving every day. But on 14th day, no one could hear it anymore. People thought that the carpenter had fallen sick. King Indradumna and the queen Gundika Devi feared that something had gone wrong inside. The minister warned them not to open the door, but they did it anyway. Since it was only the 14th day, the old man, as per his condition, was gone. Inside the room, there remained the three deities with neither hands nor legs. The king regretted having caused the carpenter to leave early. Narada Muni appeared at that moment and comforted the king by saying that it was the wish of Lord Vishnu to reveal himself in the forms of Jagannatha, Baladeva, and Subhadra and Sudarshan. Narada Muni advised the king to invite Lord Brahma and ask him to install the deities. And the king did as advised. In Satyayuga, people could travel to other planets in the same body. Lord Brahma was happy to visit Nilachala Dham or Sri Purushottama Kshetra. The installation was done on a full moon day in the month of Jeshta, that is May-June. King Indradumna was very happy and grateful to have such a beautiful deities. To this day, Jagannath, Baladeva, Subhadra and Sudarshan were worshipped in Nilachala in Sri Jagannath Puri, Orissa.